Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Govan here representing the Govan Media Group. Thank you for tuning in and checking me out. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you've given me while I've been doing my coverage of the Exeter Eagles. I'm just elated with the support, so thank you very much. Keep it up too. So today's pregame chat is what we'll call it. Exeter has a big game today against Manheim Central. Manheim comes in 8-1. So does your Exeter Eagles come in at 8-1. We have one loss to Conestoga Valley. Manheim, I believe, lost to Cocalico. So there's some bad blood between these teams. I don't think Manheim likes us too much. Last season, Nate Pashley put an end to their season in the playoffs with his end zone interception. They threw the ball deep to inner line, corner of the end zone, and Nate Pashley, big time, picked it off. Outstanding right there. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Didn't have my camera out and ready, but word to the wise, I'll fix that next time. But yeah, he killed him, man. And, Exeter goes on to win, and it was a phenomenal game. Both teams played great. The stands were crazy. The crowd was rocking. Exeter showed up big time out there, and we supported our team through that victory. So Manheim wants revenge. Point blank period. I don't know how else to put that. So they're coming for us today. So a couple of things that we need to do just kind of solidify this victory. As I thought about this game and I watched some tape. Number one, Aaron Enterline, we have to contain him. I don't believe that we'll be able to stop him completely, but we can't let him get off. This kid has 1,144 receiving yards on the season, 56 receptions, and 126 yards a game is what he's currently averaging. So the kick and ball, I mean, there's no doubt about that. So, guys like Jaden Zandier, Nigel Meekins, Alex Pinero, and even our safeties and Gavin Reiking and Nate Pashley, we have to play disciplined football tonight. We can't be caught with our eyes in the backfield, watching what's going on, whatever trickery or whatever magic they might be trying to do back there to throw you off. Stay disciplined, know your alignment and your assignment, and just play football. The rest will take care of itself. But we got to be able to neutralize this guy. He accounts for a tremendous percentage of this offense. And it's a good offense, but it's also a balanced offense. Manheim has a running back, Arnold, who has 166 carries for the season, 1,275 yards total, 17 touchdowns, and he's averaging about 159 yards a game. So you combine Arnold with Enterline. Arnold has 17 touchdowns on the year. Enterline has 20 receiving touchdowns on the year. So that's a big chunk of offense, a big chunk of yardage. So they're balanced. So you can't really just stack the box on them because they'll go over top of your head to Enterline. You can't key on Enterline 100% because these guys do run the football. And when you think about that, we talk about running the football, they've got some size up front. They play aggressively, but so do we. We got some size. We play aggressive. We got some dogs that want to eat, right? The dog got to eat. So we're going to do that, but just making sure that we limit them and don't give up the big play. If you watch some of our tape this season, we've given up a couple of big plays in games, whether it be just a deep lob pass that gets over top of us, or we've gotten caught with the old Bill Parcells 50-yard line trick play type of thing. So we just got to continue to play discipline again, not give up that big play, and kind of just curtail their stars and make somebody else beat us. Make somebody else on that roster step up. Somebody, a name that we don't know about. Somebody else has to step up. Don't let these guys kind of hurt us when it counts the most. So we take a look at their quarterback. They like to throw it deep, so he will sling the rock. He moves very well in the pocket and outside the pocket from the film that I watched. He will scramble. He's a righty, so he will scramble right. I've seen him scramble left sometimes. But the thing that really stuck out to me on film is that when pressured at times, I've seen him climb the ladder in the pocket. So for those who don't know what that means, that's basically you don't get in a frantic or in a frenzy. Most younger quarterbacks will run outside immediately, specifically to their strong hand, their dominant hand. But seasoned quarterbacks will stand tall, look to move forward first Try to keep your head up, see the field, and make a play. And I've watched him do that a couple of times. So I think containing this kid in the pocket is going to be big for our defensive line. So it's going to be key for our ends to stay put. Logan Wegman, Zach Zander, I see Ryan McConnell sometimes playing in. You guys got to play discipline out there. And for our D tackles, Keegan, Nate Govan, you guys are going to have to, and also Matt McConnell at D tackle, you guys are going to have to play disciplined football and break down, find the football. You know, you're not just going to be able to rush, and not have presence of where this guy is in the pocket. So I think that's going to be key. Another thing that is going to be very key for us, Exeter Township, offensively, is we have to get push up front in the run game. Everybody knows that we run the ball. Well, this Manheim team, like I said, they have some size and they do play physical. We have to get pushing our double teams up front when they're D tackles. So I'm talking again, Logan Wegman, Nate Govan, Keegan, Joel Umarino, the McConnell twins, and even our tight ends too. You know, Zach Zander, Jalen Stutzman, with Nathan Dobble and Tyler Flanders, and those guys are in the game. You're an extension of the offensive line. So on our double teams, or wherever the point of attack might be for whatever the play is that's called, we have to get push on at the apex. And when I say apex, and this is just for people who might not know football as much, the apex is the point of attack where the ball is actually going. You know, at that point, you need push so that our running backs can do what they do. We have talented athletes in the backfield. Jaden Zander, everybody knows about. Pharrell Caceres, Zumar Boston, the sophomore, is doing his thing as well. So if we get these guys a few extra inches to get in there and do what they do, hit the hole, I think we'll see big results against this team. And we're going to test their chin. We're going to see what happens when they get hit with the big play, when they are down. So far, Manheim has been pretty much blowing everybody out. They score points in bunches. I mean, I think the lowest they've scored this season might be 30 points or something like that. So they get busy offensively, but they haven't really been down too much, specifically against a good football team like the Exeter Eagles. So we're going to have to see, give them a gut check, basically. You know, it's time for them to man up. Can they respond to the bell when they get punched in the face? And that's the ultimate test of wills out there. So we'll see how that pans out tonight. The other thing we need to do is win the turnover battle. That's very important. With a team like Manheim, who scores points as well as they do, we can't go out there and turn the ball over 4 or 5 times and think that we're going to be in a position to still compete and win the ball game in the fourth quarter. So that's going to be crucial. We got to protect the football, and we have to limit the penalties. We've gotten better as the season has progressed, but there's been a couple of games where we've had penalties, 12, 13 penalties in a game, and that can't happen against disciplined, well-coached football teams because it always comes back to haunt you in the fourth quarter. So those are some things that we really need to work on, turnovers, eliminating the big play. And statistically, one thing I will say about Exeter, the most bone-crunching stat, or the best bone-crunching stat, I would say, whatever, that we have is the number 0. And that number is the amount of sacks that your Exeter Eagle offensive line has given up all season. So we want to keep that trend rolling and giving Raleigh Martinez the confidence and the protection that he needs to thrive and flourish as a quarterback who is literally growing up and being groomed before our eyes. And sky's the limit for that guy. He can ball out too. So those are the things that I think we need to really focus on to have a phenomenal game, come out with the win, and let's get it done, baby. So again, Nate Govan here for the Govan Media Group. I want to thank you guys for all of the support you've given me with my recent coverage of the Exeter Eagles. I look to continue to do it. I'm having an amazing time. I love the feedback. Hey, if you want to come on a show, you want to get interviewed, you have thoughts, you want to talk, sit down, have a roundtable discussion, hit me up, gmgmedia55@gmail.com. you can send me an email, or I'll post this video on my social media. Hit me up in the chat, in the comments. Let me know if you have ideas or you have some thoughts and input. Would love to hear from you. Thank you for all of your support. Let's go Birds. Let's get it done tonight. Don Thomas Stadium. Be there, be square. See y'all at the game. Peace.